Hi everybody, I'm Patrick Dockery. In my life, I have worn many hats and tasted many flavors. As I travel the world, I get to know today's most interesting celebrities, cook and dine with some of the finest chefs of our time, and experience the latest trends in beauty and fashion. Along the way, I pursued my passion for health and fitness and acquired some of the most innovative wellness strategies. And now, I want to share all of this with you. So come along on this amazing journey, and together we will experience a world of health, beauty, and life. On today's show, we hit the beach with world-famous surfing professional Sage Erickson and go sun up to sundown on a tour of America's finest city, San Diego, California. Then we meet celebrity chef Paulette Lambert to prepare a super healthy, delicious meal. And now, let's meet Sage Erickson.
Hi everybody, today we're here with Sage Erickson, world famous surfer, great looking gal, wonderful person here in La Jolla. How's it going, Sage?
Great, I'm just here enjoying, beautiful La Jolla with Health Beauty Life magazine, and I'm looking forward to getting some good waves. It looks great out at Wind and Sea, and yeah, we'll see what the day brings.
Now you've been surfing for quite a long time.
I've actually been surfing, I'm going on 11 years, since the age of 10.
So now, in your competitions, where do you primarily, are you primarily on the West Coast? Do you travel all over? How's that work out for you?
I just qualified for the World Championship Tour.
Amazing, great, congratulations.
Thank you. Which is the biggest tour, and we actually have 7 events: Australia, New Zealand, France, Brazil.
Well, thanks for spending some time with us, and I know now we're gonna have you paddle out and catch a few waves, huh?
I know, I'm so excited, I'm dying. It looks
and then after that, we're gonna go over to the salon, and actually we're gonna give you a little makeover. Nothing crazy. I know you said no crazy color, nothing at all, and we're gonna doll her up. So, this is great. Thanks for coming by, and we'll be right back.
Of course.
Hey, pretty good out there. Was it fun?
Yeah, it was so much fun. It was my first session in La Jolla, and the locals were so nice, and it was a fun little left, and the water's clear, and it's just nice to get a little condition change from living up north.
Yeah, the water's a little warmer down here, huh?
So much warmer. Everyone's like, are you freezing? And I was like, no. It's so nice and warm and just a beautiful day.
Well, you ready to go get dolled up over at the salon?
I'm so excited for a deep condition and just something to get this rat's nest a bit more prettier.
You're gonna love it. All right, here we go. Well, everybody, we got Sage into the salon, we got her in the chair, and we're actually have Tasha Garut here, which is gonna be doing Sage's makeup, and we're gonna do a hair repair on her, aren't we?
We are very excited.
Yeah, and she's got a lot of salt water, out in the sun. Need a little bit of work on that hair to make it healthier, don't you?
I think I need a lot of moisture and
Yes.
something to keep these dead ends gone.
Okay, we can help you there. So
We're gonna get her a good glow.
a good glow. You're gonna get a glow, kid.
I'm going for the glow.
All right,
I'll take it.
we're going for the glow here. All right, so you ready to take her back to the bowl and get
Ready to
started?
take her back to the bowl.
Let's do it. Tasha, now, big question is, makeup or hair first?
We're gonna start with your makeup.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So you're gonna get this hair out of the way.
We are. So we're
Alrighty.
gonna comb this out of our way so we can start to work on Sage's beautiful face to bring out her natural features today.
Great, well, sounds good. Yeah, so now O'Neill, they take care of everything for you pretty much, right? How far do they go with you?
Well, O'Neill specifically, tries and does a great job of, keeping me fashion forward with, the clothing articles I wear, things like that. So it fulfills all my fashion interests.
Great.
We'll be right back with more Sage Erickson. Welcome back to the salon with surfing great, Sage Erickson.
Yeah, so now O'Neill basically do some fashion shoots with them? Do you actually do some modeling and print work?
We have our, surf team photo shoots where this winter we were in Hawaii And, we get to test out, the new lines for 2012 spring and summer. And we kind of get that firsthand experience with the product before it's actually out. And so it's just an awesome thing to be so involved with the company.
Well, all right, we're gonna get started on your hair. Tasha, go at it.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
And have fun, because you're having fun, aren't you?
I'm having so much fun. This is just a day of pampering and learning, what products and things work best in my hair and my natural features.
That's right. And bringing out that natural beauty.
Yeah.
Be right back. So tell us about your childhood.
I was originally born and raised in a small town called Ojai up north. My mom and dad had a sporadic moment and we moved to Hawaii for 3.5 years where I learned to surf. And the area I was from, the North Shore of Oahu, was so welcoming and it was a surf community, and it kind of just represents the lifestyle I try to incorporate, which is, just kindness and, going with the flow and being happy and all of those traits.
The big transformation here, it's gorgeous. Let's see what you think.
It's so straight. Color of the shine, it's blonder. I mean, being clean, I think it's just a huge aspect. And, having those extra proteins and just, it looks strong and
Looks
fresh
great.
and clean.
Well, let's spin you back around, show everybody else the whole outfit, stand you up, let everybody check out your gorgeousness. All right, here you go.
Ta-da!
And there she is, everybody, looking great. Do you love Tasha or what?
Yes, she is cutting my hair, no self-trims,
No self-trims.
nothing. I will come down just to see her.
Right on. Well, thank you, Tasha, so much.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you, everyone in the audience, so much for being here with us. And until next time, just remember to
Enjoy.
Coming up next, a fast-paced day in San Diego, California. All right, we're back with Health, Beauty, Life.
Hi, everybody. Today we're here in sunny Southern California. We're in front of an old wooden roller coaster at Belmont Park. That's where we're starting our day in San Diego, as you can see. And we're ready to really show you the sights, the sounds, the feel of San Diego, because you know what? This is our hometown. So hang on. Home to the famous Belmont Park, San Diego's Mission Beach offers something fun for everyone. From the always popular roller coaster to rides and attractions for younger kids, this amusement center is definitely worth a visit during your day in San Diego. Once you had your fill of rides, head to the boardwalk. Here you will see beachgoers cruising by on skateboards, bikes, and rollerblades on the miles and miles of boardwalk. Mission Beach is the quintessential beach community. No matter how you choose to spend your day here, Mission Beach, hands down, is one of the hottest hangout spots in the city. Just south of Mission Beach, Ocean Beach gives off a down-to-earth surfer vibe. Whether you hit the waves or explore the pier, OB is a great place for the entire family. This small beach community is about as unpretentious as they come, so feel free to relax while basking in the sun. If you happen to be a pet owner, you will want to check out Dog Beach. The Dog Beach boasts over 38 acres of sand for them to go crazy on. So make this pet-loving beach a stop on your trip if you plan on bringing your canine. The hilly peninsula, bordered on the west and the south by the Pacific Ocean, and on the east by San Diego Bay and Old Town, and on the north by San Diego River, is Point Loma. This serene area makes a popular resting spot for bike riders and other visitors looking for a bit of peace and quiet in the big city. Today, San Diego is the second largest city in California, beckoning visitors with its beautiful ocean surroundings. Marine activities are mostly located on the bay side of the peninsula. As one of the most sought-after views of the yacht clubs and the San Diego Bay, Point Loma is definitely prime real estate. Home to Junipero Cerro Museum, Presidio Park is one of the most famous landmarks in San Diego. The Junipero Cerro Museum is located at the top of the hill
recognized as the site where Father Junipero Serra, a Spanish Franciscan missionary, established California's first mission. Old Town San Diego is a great place to explore the city's past. Many of these surroundings have been here for hundreds of years. From covered wagons to giant deep-rooted trees, Old Town San Diego offers a unique glimpse into the past. Hop on a trolley or explore some of the shops for unique clothing, accessories, and other mementos. Built in 1857, the Whaley House is a classic example of mid-19th century Greek Revival architecture. Once the home of a prominent San Diego family, the Whaley House is said to be haunted. Boasting 7 original Victorian homes from the late 1800s, Heritage Park is a popular venue for weddings and other private events, and you can see why. This 7.8-acre park is dedicated to the preservation of San Diego's Victorian architecture. Balboa Park is home to some of San Diego's most popular museums, gardens, and performing arts venues. The beautiful botanical building is home to more than 2,100 plants and a tranquil lily pond. The Casa de Balboa, which houses many of Balboa Park's attractions, walkers and runners can often be spotted here, soaking in the incredible architecture, long corridors, and beautiful fountains. You can also check out one of the world's largest outdoor organs at the Spreckles Organ Pavilion. Come during the International Summer Organ Festival running from mid-June through August. With all it has to offer, Balboa Park is one of San Diego's most popular tourist destinations. Cross the bridge or hop on the ferry and get ready to live on island time as you head towards Coronado Island. Once docked, get ready to shop, eat, and play with some of the finest boutiques, restaurants, art galleries, and other activities in San Diego. This affluent community first became a tourist destination in 1888 with the opening of the Hotel del Coronado. Now, this high-end hotel makes Coronado Island the place to be for celebrities and dignitaries while in San Diego. After you finish exploring Coronado Island, head to the Embarcadero to enjoy some of the scenery and views of the San Diego Bay. Stop by Seaport Village for some window shopping or to check out some seasonal events. This is also a great place to find a bite to eat, from fish and chips to fine dining. While strolling the Embarcadero, scope out the old ships while breathing in the salty air. The Maritime Museum is a place to go to learn about sailing history and tour beautiful classic ships. Next up, downtown, your final stop on your day in San Diego. The Gaslamp District receives its name in reference to the gas lamps that were commonly used in San Diego during the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Now, the 16.5-block area draws locals and tourists alike, with a vibrant mix of dining and entertainment venues as well as year-round events. Gaslamp District, with its welcoming vibe, charming streets, and stunning architecture, is a perfect place to end your day in San Diego.
Well, everybody, we made it. We just finished eating at one of my favorite restaurants on 4th Street. You got to get down to the Gaslamp District. That's where we're at right now. Get to the restaurants, get to the nightclubs. It's a great way to finish your day in America's finest city. So until next time, just remember to enjoy.
Stay with us, Chef Paulette's coming up next. Now, let's meet celebrity chef Paulette Lambert.
Well, now we're here in the kitchen with Paula Lambert, the Director of Nutrition here at the Institute. Is that correct?
That's right.
So you're literally taking people and helping to change the lifestyle, which is the theme throughout, obviously, the center, and teaching them ways to cook as well.
We need skill development. Many of us know what we're supposed to do, but actually doing it is difficult because we don't have the skills. And so the Wellness Kitchen is really about skill development, teaching people how to make healthy food taste fabulous, and that's our job here.
Well, one of the things we were talking about a little earlier is that you're changing the percentage of meat to grains and vegetables. Would you like to talk a little bit about that?
Right, we're actually doing a plant-based diet. That's the philosophy of the Wellness Kitchen. And a plant-based diet doesn't mean you have to be totally vegetarian, but what it means when you look at a plate, that you have less protein. Americans eat a half a plate of protein, 8-12 ounces at a serving, where we want people down to women and children about 3 or 4 ounces, men about 5 or 6, much less, some whole grain, and at least half that plate should be stacked this high with vegetables and fruit. Okay. So that's more of a plant-based diet, and all the medical evidence supports that is the road to longevity and prevention of chronic disease.
Okay.
So that's how we all should be eating.
And then learning how to make that taste good and appealing and creating a lifestyle.
Right.
That's where you come in as well.
Right. We have the Wellness Kitchen, which we have 3 consumer classes a week, which means anybody can come in here numerous times to get that healthy cooking, learning how to eat right down. We have one-on-one consultation, so you can sit down with a registered dietitian. We'll look at your medical history, your lab work, and we can do that analysis and then kind of tweak it to fit you individually. You know, that's what's so nice about the Wellness Kitchen experience. You not only hear it and see it, you get to come in here and interactively cook with our RDs, and so you actually have that food experience.
And we're going to see that right now. So what are we going to prepare today?
We're going to prepare salmon dish that's salmon with wilted spinach and an Indonesian glaze on that salmon.
Sounds good.
It is so delicious, but that spinach is going to take a big part of that plate because, again, less salmon and a lot of vegetables that's on the plate is how we want to eat. And we need to make these plain, simple foods taste fabulous, so we're going to make a very, very good sauce.
Wonderful.
So start with your saucepan.
Okay.
Get that on the heat here.
You got it.
And we're going to add a small amount of a no trans fat margarine, so just pop some of that in there.
It's already pretty melted here.
Yeah, it's been warm in here, so it's probably halfway melted,
Great.
and we don't need too much.
Great.
And then we're going to add some crushed red pepper to get a little heat going.
Heat, love the heat.
Yeah, we're going to let that stir that around in there. You know, one thing about fast food, it has like 3 flavors: salt, sugar, and fat. Not a big flavor profile. So in here, we do a lot more with spices and herbs to give food a lot of.
This looks like garlic.
A little bit of garlic. And again, we're going to add a little bit of brown sugar to this. And people go, oh, you're adding sugar. We're not drinking this pan of sauce. We're going to use 2 tablespoons drizzled over our fish. So a little bit of sauce goes a long ways. And so a little bit of brown sugar.
Okay.
It's about a quarter cup of brown sugar. And again, this is making enough for about 6 or 8 people.
Very good.
And let that boil. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. And we want that brown sugar to melt, to kind of caramelize in there. So you're going to notice it kind of bubbling and kind of getting like it's melting, like a little slippery looking actually.
Yeah, looks good.
We're going to add a lot of lime juice to that to give it that kick. So we've got sweet, hot, and tart all at one time. So this is a very, very flavorful sauce that makes salmon and plain spinach fabulous.
All right, we'll get some lime juice in there.
And the smell of this with the lime juice,
It's killing me right now.
tamari and the garlic, I know,
yeah.
it's like fabulous smelling sauce.
So
Oh, we forgot our light soy sauce.
Oh, okay, which is actually
Tamari.
Tamari.
For those that are gluten sensitive, tamari is gluten-free. So now we have our cornstarch and our little bit of water, tablespoon of water, a couple teaspoons of cornstarch, and I've just mixed that together. You can pour that in there.
This has a thickening agent.
Right, we're just gonna let it boil for maybe a minute,
Let it
cook
sit.
off that starch taste, and then we'll set that aside and we'll saute our spinach.
All right.
You know, today we're cooking salmon, and this is a great sauce with salmon. And salmon is that fish that's so high in omega-3 that we want everybody to try to eat more of. A pound should feed 3 adults or 2 adults and 2 young children. So we can eat better quality food and not eat as much of it. That's kind of the goal. We need to eat less protein, but better quality protein. Okay, you can pull that sauce aside on that back burner over there. That's like gonna just kind of cool down a little bit and thicken. Smells wonderful. So your next pan here is we're gonna just put a drop of olive oil in here.
Light them out.
Not too much, and you would think you need a lot, but you really don't. And then I'm just gonna have you toss.
Swirl it around a little. So when we
And you want to, when you buy pre-washed spinach, which many of us do in those bags, you want 1 bag for every 2 people. So you need to eat a lot
and
of
a lot more flavor, by the way.
Can be if we cook them right. And I'm going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper to our salmon for flavoring. And you notice that I'm doing this way high, and people think that looks so cool on a TV show to do that. But the reason why we do that, it evenly disperses on the fish instead of getting it all in one
Now, is this
place.
sea salt? I know it's coarse ground.
It's sea salt.
Well,
That's about it.
how done.
That looks beautiful. It doesn't need to get too much more wilted than that. You know, very often people say, you know, my fish doesn't taste like a restaurant's fish does. It's not as good as a restaurant. Well, what they do is they get a pan very hot, and I'm going to really get the heat on here.
Okay.
And we want this pan so hot that you can't hold your hands over it for more than 5 seconds. Because that's what's going to seal that fish and give us that browning, you know, that nice browning effect that makes it taste so good.
And it sears the moisture in.
Seals the moisture in, and it gives us flavor. What restaurants do is they'll pan sear earlier in the day, put it on trays and put it in there, and then they just pop it in the oven to finish the cooking process. I'm going to use barely a couple teaspoons of olive oil in a nonstick pan. And when you put your fish in, put the pretty side down, because that's going to have the prettiest browning, and kind of put it away from you so you don't
burn yourself or get splattered.
Splatter, yeah.
Right.
It's the heat of the pan that's going to make that salmon really work.
Oh, wow. That smells nice.
I think those might be ready to turn over.
So we'll just turn these over now.
Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful brown color.
Gorgeous.
Some crispness to that. It's going to give us a lot more flavor. So we can just stick this right in the oven right now, and we're ready to do this.
So off we go.
5 minutes, 350, we should have the perfect fish.
Great.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful salmon. Isn't that gorgeous?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's plate that up. So what you want here is you want a lot of spinach on the plate. In fact, we're gonna use all of this. And this is how you can feel like you're eating a lot and not really have to deal with the calories, and all you're doing is getting healthy. In fact, that easily could be spinach for one person. And then we're gonna take a gorgeous piece of salmon and set right on top of there. Take your great sauce over here. It's very strong flavored with all the lime juice and the
Yeah, I can smell it from here, and I'm 2 feet away, 3 feet
so
away.
So here you go.
This is gorgeous. It looks beautiful.
Give you a fork.
Let's
and you
taste this up.
and see what you think.
It smells great. Now let's taste it. That's so good. The lime takes a little bit of the heat, and the spinach complements it perfectly. Wow, amazing.
So simple food that can taste delicious and still be low calorie and super, super healthy.
Absolutely. Tons of flavor. I mean, right now, I'm still tasting it. It's just incredible. It's not a lot of oil, not a lot of grease, it's a lot of flavor. Right. And that's the key. And that's what our goal was.
That was our goal.
Well, you're amazing, and thank you so much.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
And thanks for all the information. I mean, we've learned a lot here today.
Good,
It was
great.
incredible. You're a great teacher.
Come back and see us again.
We will, definitely. Well, now we're on to our next segment. Can't wait to find out what happens there. It's been incredible so far.
We're back. Special thanks to Sage Erickson for taking us surfing and for spending time in the salon. To San Diego, California, America's finest city, and to the California Health and Wellness Institute, celebrity chef Paulette Lambert for sharing her kitchen secrets with us. We'll see you all here next week when we visit the Cupcake Awards winner, Casey Reinhart. Explore the magnificent Mission Inn in Riverside, California, and stop by Savory Restaurant for some quality time in the kitchen. Just remember to enjoy.